All you ever wanna do is play. So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke,
Yeah, hey, well, we can hold the peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Real gang, that's a crew name. We all graduated to the two-door. Second global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of niggas. They front they blessings, they want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with king, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empire fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. You really have people fooled out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king? It ends today.
Radical body positivity.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Fat oppression.
As a small fat.
Didn't get the yogurt that I wanted.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
North.
The sun is
shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing. Testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 21 Hundo and Cinco of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on? Beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes. It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexing.
It's the fucking Catalina one.
The fucking Catalina one.
All right. Looks like Tessie's a little popped open right there. Falcon, you trying to bust that nut a little bit early? I know. Settle down now. Settle down. What's going on? Glowing Artiste, Jeremy, Chris, Steven, Wax, Tyler. What's going on? Noah, Heather, everyone, welcome to the Daily Swole. Make sure you are hitting that like button and reminding yourself and everyone around, share the podcast. We're available everywhere, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Make sure you leave us a review, 5 stars if you enjoy the show, and check out the show notes down below for all the links on how you could join the greatest fam in the realm, the SwoleFam, SwoleNormousX.com. A little round of applause for the SwoleFam, little America baby. All right, SwoleFam, welcome to the show. We have an announcement before we even get into that tip, before we even bust the nut open. Reminder that tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time, we have our SwoleFam Roundtable event. Oh yeah. Now these are live calls. We had a live call on Monday, but that's strictly for the accountability meeting where we do brand new releases. We read out some really successful brand new SwoleFam posts, people that are crushing it, maybe take 1 or 2 calls in, updating everyone on their accountability and making sure that they're staying on track, kind of updating us to their story. We track a few people every single week, people that come up on stage and kind of update us on things that they're working on. And on Thursdays, when we have our SwoleFam roundtables, usually they're on Thursday, like tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time, we have just a group call. So a bunch of people up on stage at the same time. Everyone's having a conversation. It goes whatever direction, whatever people are talking about. We just kind of go with the flow and see what's up. So it's a real free-flowing conversation. And literally, it's a roundtable. It's myself and the SwoleFam sitting around a digital roundtable having a conversation with an integrated live chat, so you can come up on stage if you want to. Otherwise, you can sit in the audience and listen and have a great time. So make sure you join us for that tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time, Thursday, February the 10th. We'll see you there, beaches. We will see you there tomorrow, 6 p.m. So if you're a brand new member, make sure you log in. On your home screen. You'll see a countdown timer and all the information on how you can access the roundtable tomorrow. Of course, I'll give you a text, but at 6 p.m., you'll be able to log into your account, hit the button right there on your homepage, and join in. So make sure you are ready for that. Oh, before we bust this nut open, welcome officially to the fam, Callum. That's a great post right there, brother. Just signed up for the SwoleFam, best podcast and community that I've come across. Welcome to the fam officially. Callum, welcome. Yes, share the stream. Share it. Share the knowledge cock. Sharing the podcast is literally essentially you just digitally slapping someone across the face with some knowledge cock. So share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with people that need to make some sick fucking gains. Now, that being said, let's bust this nut open. Let's summon the Falcon and get today's party started. We got a great show today. Falcon, what'd you do with this nut? What is going on with this thing? All right, let's just bust it because it looks like it's kind of leaking out a little bit already. Nailed it.
Sunday. Greatest country in the world.
Felt a little excited about this one. So if this is a tough one. This is a tough one. We're going to have to read this. I don't know what you're going to hashtag in the comments. You could do whatever you want. I'll leave it up to you. But it says, you have been marked safe from being a jabroni. You know those little Facebook things like, hey, you've been marked safe when you're in a storm or something like that. You know, there's a hurricane. You've been marked safe. You, fam, for being here. You have been marked safe from being a jabroni. So you can always look at this card and be like, I am safe. I am not a jabroni. Yesterday, it was about not being a tainty magooch. Today, you don't want to be a jabroni. So figure out that hashtag. Drop that in the comments down below. You don't have to do all the letters. Marked safe. Yeah, jabroni. Hashtag not a jabroni. Whatever you want to do. You've been marked safe. I'll let you get experimental with it. We'll be very lax with the hashtag today, but you have been marked safe from being a jabroni to celebrate episode 2105. I love it. Let's get into today's tip, shall we, fam? Let's moisturize. Get a good one going. And spit on it. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside.
Because
Yeah, let's get into it. We got some great posts today. We got some shit posts today too, but let's get into the awesome posts first. We always start with the good shit. All right. Let's see. First post from the SwoleFam is from Chris. Can I call you Cristobal? Can I call you Cristobal? I think I will call you Cristobal. Let's see. Chris, we got some pictures here and we got a long post. We got a Christy post, but in the best way. Chris, minus the TY. Fucking photo dump fam. Let's get into it. Got a little candid this time with the current at rest. To slight flex through. All right, that's a rough sentence. Off to a rough start for me. Through pull delta I did tonight. So pull delta is one of our workouts from one of our programs. 205 pounds feels fucking great, I gotta say. So you hit 205 pounds. All right, I can't wait to get to these pictures. Home gym has made more strides in the last 2 weeks. Got a squat and bench rack, a pull-up bar, weighted ankle wraps, and a weighted vest, and a step platform waiting on a dip station that I just ordered. And wife said, now I gotta slow down on the purchases a little bit for a little while, LOL. Hashtag Swole Slut and Swole Season. Week 7 of Swole Season starts Monday. Hashtag go to the fucking gym. I love this post. It's so manic in a good way. Oh yeah, I'm back down to a 34-inch waist beaches. I was in a 38-inch. Fuck yeah, let's go. For the record, I was 260 pounds when I started my journey in September when I began the elimination diet. I just never got proper photos that really showed how big 260 pounds was on me. But I said during last week's accountability meeting, I'd get my ball size up and post more candidly of my current progress. So here we are. Can't wait till more of that lower waist is trimmed down. Hashtag 7 pillars will get me there. And let me tell you, dude, these pictures are fucking legit. The story was great. What's up, Chris? Chris is watching live. Yeah, Chris was on the accountability meeting. It was great. I think that was last week. That wasn't this Monday. That was 2 weeks ago. That was a great one. That was when you were on and Elijah was on. And let me tell you, if you're just listening, you got to pop open the podcast on YouTube, catch on Odyssey or Rumble, wherever we are, thedailyswole.com for all this podcast links. But on the left there, about 255, 260 on the left, you can see the gut hanging over. You're pale. You look bloated, inflamed, and everything that you can see. But in the reason why I say that is because you start scrolling over, you got those nice tan lines going, but dude, muscle definition coming in, you got the nice beard, you're looking so much leaner. The stomach is not hanging over like anywhere near. You said you're at what? 205. So you lost about 50 fucking pounds. Dude, that is absolutely fantastic. Good for you, bro. Good for you. Keep it up, man. And thanks for sharing the pictures. That takes balls, man. You said you're going to get your balls up. You said you were going to step up to the plate and fucking show it, but that's going to help you stay accountable. You show the pictures. It's like, well, this is why you take before pictures. You might not be proud of the way you look, but guess what? You're going to look back and everyone has this moment. I'm telling you, if you think you're a fat fucking slob and you don't want to take a picture, guess what you do? Take the fucking picture. Hold it for yourself. You never have to share it. Don't feel like you have to take a before picture. Oh my God, I'm going to have to share this someday. In the moment, you don't want to share it because that's the way you currently look and you're not happy. But trust me, once you lose that fucking weight, you are going to be plastering it everywhere. Look at the way I fucking looked. Look at the way I fucking looked. And the reason why you're sharing that all of a sudden, and you're proud of it, it's because you changed. Look at where I was and look at where I am now. Look at this fucking picture where I used to be. And the reason why people share these transformation pictures is because they want to inspire others. They feel so good and so proud that they did it. They didn't think they could do it, or they thought they could. They hoped they could, and they actually did. They show it like crazy because they're proud of themselves. And if I can do it, you can do it. That's why transformation pictures are great. And that's why if you're afraid of transformation pictures and you're playing the whole fat acceptance bullshit, you're a fucking pussy, because transformation pictures are literally someone's success. So if you're shitting on someone's success, you are a piece of shit. And we already know that. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Just the goddamn facts, fam. All right, we got a post here from Jeremy. Got a little something to share since I've been relatively quiet lately. I didn't take any measurements when I started. Kind of regret not doing that, but I realized that I have a belt that you cut to size and then reattach the belt. When I got it, I cut it down to 40 inches to leave a little slack. I trimmed it not too long ago, and it fits perfectly trimmed down to 34
Inconceivable!
inches. SwoleFam shedding that extra fat, shedding those pounds. And remember, it's not about weight loss, it's about fat loss. You're trying to get rid of extra body fat. And remember, you're not trying to get rid of all of it. Body fat is fine. I have body fat. Everyone has body fat. But excessive body fat is something that you do not need. Okay? Excessive body fat. All right. You got it? All right. Here's a post here from Mitchell. And if you're just listening, we are looking at a beautiful piece of steak. And I believe it's some potatoes, maybe some butter. I don't know if you put cheese on it. I don't know what's going on. Caption says, "That's glorious." I don't know what that is on the right. It looks like a mashed potato with butter on it. So kind of a fan of that too. I like that steak. Steak and potatoes. Steak and taters. Very nice. Get a little golf clap going for that one. Very nice. Very nice. And the belt situation, where Jeremy was talking about how he's cutting down the belt, that's one of those ways where it's a non-scale victory. And really, victories should not be gauged by the scale. Scales are really full of shit. It's just one dimension. It's one measurement. It doesn't hold, like, it's not the reason why you're going to be successful or not. You need to have an approach to your life and to your training, to your fitness that's much more meaningful than a number on a scale, because that's not fulfilling. Once you get to that weight, you think once you lose the weight and you get to 185 or 205 or 250 or 125, you think that once I get to my goal weight, everything's going to be fantastic. I'm going to feel great. I'm going to look great. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to have everything that I want because it's my fucking vision board or whatever. Fuck your vision board.
Go fuck yourself.
You know what I mean. All right. It's just a number on a scale. If you lose 20 pounds, you might still be chronically depressed because you're not taking care of your health in other ways, right? You lost a little extra body fat. That doesn't mean that you're stronger. Doesn't mean you're more mobile. Doesn't mean you're managing your brain gains properly. It doesn't mean other things. It's just a number on a scale. So in other words, you have to fall in love with your execution of the 7 pillars. Fall in love with pursuing proper health, experimenting, being your own scientist. It's very important. So once you really enjoy the process of it, then you are successful every single day. And that's why the 7 pillars are so important, because you check them off every single day and it becomes something where you are like nailing it, bing, 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 all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, boom. Every single day you're successful. Guess what happens over time? You stack those victories. What's going on, T-Bone? What's up, Terry? What's up, Terry? Josh, don't need a belt. Homie don't need no belt. I don't even wear a shirt, so I hear you. Trace, I got a belt that I'm on the last notch on. Hell yeah, that's what she said. Maybe she said that. I don't know. Maybe. It's a stretch. Look at that. Wax. I can put both legs in one side of my old jeans. Isn't that humbling? You're like, God damn it. This used to fit one leg. Now I'm putting 2 in there. James, did you see that Brittany Dawn is being sued in Texas? Yes, we talked about that yesterday, actually. We covered that story. Took a little bit, right? 3 years, and what goes around comes around, right? Yeah, yep. It's coming back around. All right, we have dos más. 2 more posts. This one's from the SwoleFam. We got one from Sydney from the Facebook group. Turning the big 3-0 on February 9th. What's today? It's Sydney's 30th birthday. Happy birthday, Sid. Sydney, I'll send you some gypsy tears.
I arrived in America's airport
Very
with
nice.
clothing,
Happy
US
birthday.
dollars, and a jar of gypsy tears to protect me from AIDS.
Let's send Sydney a jar of gypsy tears just to keep away those AIDS. We don't want Sydney getting AIDS. That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah.
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it for me.
All right, we'll send you over some gypsy tears, courtesy of the SwoleFam. Happy birthday. I just registered to be an unlimited member of the SwoleFam. I am so fucking excited. Welcome. Oh, Sydney's watching live. Let's bring up this picture. Nice avatar here too. I must declare that is a, let's see, Sydney, that is a very, very, very handsome couple there. Nice beard. We got a beard alert. We got a beard right here. I can't blow it up properly, but that's a beautiful beard. That's a beautiful beard. Very nice. Very nice. So excited. What a beard. What a beard in the pic. I just registered to be an unlimited member of the SwoleFam. I am so fucking excited. I spent my last day in my 20s preparing grass-fed beef liver, ribeyes, grass-fed ground beef, beef bones, tons of fruit, and white rice. I had my son 1 year and 10 months ago, and becoming a new mom during this plandemic, and being postpartum really fucked me up. I gained tons of weight, and finally over the past few months, I've felt like the clouds are finally clearing and I'm ready to lose this fat. I've been lifting my entire life, but I always liked power, so I didn't pay too much attention to what I was eating. Starting weight is 230 pounds, and I'm going to hit scorched earth. Ooh, I know Papa will probably advise against it, but I'm very confident in my abilities, and if things get a little too dicey, I'll switch to the 90-day dash. Oh, and I quit vaping today as well. This year, I'm going to change my fucking life. Love you, fam. Love you, Papa. Let's fucking go. Goddamn. I say goddamn. What a rush. All right. Okay. Now let's get into some real talk. Sydney. All right. Scorched earth. You're pretty confident in your abilities. Well, I'll let the SwoleFam follow up. So you're already saying that I'm pretty confident that Pop will probably advise against it. Yeah, I definitely recommend going to the 90-day dash first, just because I think most people watching will agree that it's humbling for reasons that you don't expect. And the reason why the 90-day dash is a perfect all levels program, you can shift right after that into scorched earth. You could even shift after the second phase if you want to. But because of the type of training that you undertake in the 90-day dash, with the stabilization, with the activation, that approach is pretty essential for all the content in Swolenormous X, because it fully integrates and gets you ramped up into the yoga and the strength training and the muscle activation. So I would recommend, and the Swolga's humbling. So I would just recommend at least starting the 90-day dash to try those initial fundamental and foundational workouts, the Swolga. There's time. Here's just what I want to kind of get across. And you could do whatever you want. Once you join, become a member, the programs are there for you. The yoga's there for you. Everything is just there for you. So I'm not here to be like, I mean, you have to. I can't stop you from doing one of the other programs first. But I highly recommend, I don't know what your experience is. I don't know how often or how much yoga you've practiced, but the design of the program is very specific that will segue you into all sorts of different programming in X. So I would highly recommend doing the 90-day dash. And that's all I have to say about that, Janae. That's all I got to say about that.
My name's Forrest Gump.
Welcome to the fam, Sydney. That's fantastic. Happy birthday. And let's make some sick fucking games. So I'm here for it. If you want to follow up, you're watching live, if you want to follow up and, you know, what you've been doing and things like that. But I think most people would agree, start with the 90-day dash, because you can advance that a lot. A lot of people do the 90-day dash multiple times, 3, 4, 5 times, because you can progress the program and make it a lot more challenging and level up the workout. Same thing with the other programs. They're all customizable, and we have additional workouts that we add regularly, so you can plug those in. So there's something for everyone, and glad you're here. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Toxic masculinity in the comments. Heck yeah, man. I quit vaping, smoking, and all in November of last 2021. I already feel better. Toxic masculinity. Ooh. How about just masculinity? How about masculinity? Fuck this word toxic. There is no such thing. Toxic masculinity is made up. It's toxic. No, you're just a pussy. Samina. Hi, fam. I'm Samina from Romania. This is from our SwoleFam discussion boards inside Swolenormous X. I have been doing folk dances for 20 years and been a Zumba instructor for 10. I quit. I quit that shit last year and started to find out more about weight training. I saw a post about the Daily Swole 4 years ago on a friend's Facebook page, and since then I've been listening over 1,000 episodes. Papa's words have been my guidance in the gym, and every time I listened to a podcast, my life went better. Oh, just started the 90-day Dash program 4 days ago, and hope this will be the beginning of a more consistent way of life. Glad to finally be here and nice to meet you all. Samina, you rock. Welcome officially. Samina from Romania. Awesome. Where are you all watching from? Let's get a little roll call. Let's get a little swole call. Where are you watching from? If you're watching from another country, you don't have to give me your street address or your zip code, but where are you watching from? City, state? Let's get a little around the swole, see who's watching live. That was pretty funny. I almost couldn't read through that. Because, I troll about Zumba. Look, if you like doing Zumba, I know I jokingly shit on it, but I do that with a lot of things. If you want to do Zumba, like on top of, you have your 7 pillars locked in, you're doing your lifting, you're doing, all your nutrition, you're meditating, you're doing all these different things, right? Is Zumba going to make the difference? No, of course not. Like, do you like to dance? Hey, by all means, go to dance class, go do dancing. If you love dancing, you just love to dance, then fucking go dance. But let's make sure that we are organizing that. It doesn't mean that it's not physically active, doesn't mean that it's not hard, doesn't mean that's not a skill. Of course it is. You can be bad at dancing, you can be good at dancing, you can practice dancing, if you enjoy it. But honestly, if you are trying to make physical changes and really change your life, fundamentally, get in a consistent strength training program, practice your yoga and mobility. And then after you have all that other shit locked down, you add that. And then you do that kind of like your other hobby and things you enjoy. Just my thoughts on the matter. If you're going to be doing Zumba all the time and that's going to be your method of exercise and getting healthier, you're going to be really frustrated with your progress. It happens with everyone. I mean, I can't tell you how many different classes that I've seen, how many gyms I've trained at over the years. I just see the same fucking people going to the same fucking class, looking the same. They don't change. They don't do anything. They just go in there, shake a little bit, sweat a little bit because you have 50 people in a fucking room. Of course, you're going to be sweating. It's like, it's hot because you're moving, you're expending energy, but it's just not something that your body will really challenge your body over time. Okay. All right. Toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity. All right, let's get into some knowledge.
You can't be at least mildly interesting, then shut the hell up.
Oh, yeah. All right, so let's get into some knowledge cock. Remember, you can pick the hashtag safe from being a jabroni. That's a good one. You have been marked safe from being a jabroni. That's our swole card for the day. Remember, all the links down below, all the links for joining the SwoleFam, information on downloading your copy of the 7 pillars, checking out all the other links to catch the live streams, all in the show notes and the links down below in the description. So let's get into some knowledge cock. If you have a question, now's the time to ask. Make sure you drop in the comments down below with the hashtag AskPapaSwolio. I will remind you, we talked about this at the beginning of the show, that we have our SwoleFam Roundtable event tomorrow, Thursday, February 10th. 6 p.m. Eastern time. So when you join the fam, make sure that you are ready. All the information will be on your homepage when you log in. And it's a round table. It's a live call and people come up on stage. So it's literally like sitting around the table with me and other members of the SwoleFam. We also have a live chat if you're shy or you can't talk at the moment, but you can put the app on in the background and just kind of listen and, engage and chat when you're free, if you're driving or if you're with your kids or you're in the gym. But it's a great conversation. You could also catch it later, like our accountability meeting, which is inside Swole TV. So you can always catch the replay. Any of these live streams, if you're a member and you can catch it live, it just is what it is. Sometimes you work, sometimes you're busy. I get you. Don't worry. You never miss. When I say live and you're like, oh shit, if I'm a member, I never catch the lives. Catch the replay, catch the audio. We upload it. And you can also, follow up and you won't miss a damn thing. So we don't want you to miss a thing. Just like Aerosmith. Don't want to miss a thing. Bruce Willis, rest in peace. If you know, you know. I'm going to get teary-eyed. Teared up.
What's in the box?
All right. Let's see from Instagram. Yami B. Jacqueline. Papa, what do you fear the most? What do I fear the most? A razor. I ain't shaving my fucking face. I ain't shaving. We ain't shaving, baby. No shave forever. We ain't shaving shit. Fucking razors. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that noise. With that noise. All right. Mountain Maxwell. Papa Swole, what do you think about using kettlebell or other resistance-based Tabata hit training with lifting as a priority, of course? I don't know what that means. Resistance-based Tabata, like 20 seconds on, 10 off. Look, I mean, I don't do it. So what do I think about it? I think a lot of that is just kind of like, honestly, I think a lot of that is just fancy branding stuff. Go really hard, short rest. Go really hard, short rest. Like interval sprints, like lifting and then taking a rest period. Like, what's your goal? You're trying to build muscle, then build muscle. You want to sweat a lot and just be exhausted and lift for cardio, then lift for cardio. I mean, kettlebell is great for cardio. Just do higher rep. Just do a high repetition, do high repetition circuits. Grab a 35-pound kettlebell and just do like 20 or 30 cleans on each side. Be fucking wrecked. Or do 5, midair switch, 5 and 5. I mean, there's so many different combinations you could do for a kettlebell if you're doing some kind of like general cardiovascular. So what I think about it, I mean, it all works. It's all exercise and energy expenditure. My point is like, what are you actually trying to do? If you don't have a lot of time, that could be a good thing. Like, hey, I'm just trying to get something in today, a little active recovery. But if you're trying to build hypertrophy, then you need those rest periods between. So the only way you'll know is if you try it and see how it affects you personally, how it works. And I would have to see like how it's working into your programming. It really comes down to that. How are you fitting it in? So it's like, hey, what do you think about cardio? What type? What's the application? How often are you doing this? What's the intensity? What's your goal? Where are you starting at? There's just so many different factors. So it's really, the questions that people ask online, not you particular, but just like in general, it really depends on the individual. So most people just think there's one flat out answer. Well, it's like, well, how is everything else working in this picture? Because if you're not getting good sleep and you're doing all this exercise and you're chronically exhausted, it's like, well, I'm training 7 days a week and I'm eating really good. I'm in a caloric deficit. Like, how come I'm not losing weight? Well, I'm only getting, I didn't think about it. I was like, how are you sleeping? Well, what does that matter? Well, I'm only getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep because I work. It's like, well, your body is chronically fucking stressed because you're not sleeping enough. And there's all these other different factors too. So toxic masculinity. Shoot, just being a fucking masculine man or a manly man is toxic to them. The reason those idiots even exist is because of manly men. Goddamn right. And they're always hating on, all right, any of these like little pussy libs are always like, capitalism's the enemy. Capitalism. It's the capitalism. It's capitalism. It's the patriarchy. It's capitalism. You're on an iPhone, Chundergunch. You're on an iPhone. Okay? You're going to shit all over capitalism on Twitter. That's the most fucking ironic thing ever, isn't it? You're on TikTok. They're so mean to me. Fucking capitalism. This society is awful. You'll be fucking sending out smoke signals. You're out there with like a blanket and there's like a big fat person in the sky. Oh, Sandra's complaining again. Oof, oof, oof. All right. What else we got here? Let's see. Callum, Papa Swole, new to yoga. I currently have limited flexibility. What tips would you give to a complete beginner? Start with the starter classes and don't give up. Understand that it's a new skill. Equate it to playing the piano. You're going to suck for a while. It's just like that. And you have limited flexibility and mobility. That's the point. That's why you should practice it. So just practice. If you fall over, if you can't hold a pose too long, don't worry. Just keep going. Everyone will tell you the same thing. Just keep going. Just keep doing it. Trust me, it's worth it. You're going to look back in a few months and be like, how the fuck have I missed doing yoga my entire life? And you're going to go through that whole thing. You're going to hit that moment when you're like, oh my God, why have I missed this? So just understand that the more you do it, the better you get, and just keep going. Don't go through any kind of pain, but like discomfort you'll see. it's challenging in a whole different way. You're going to be sweating. You're going to feel like a huge pussy because you're standing, you're just on one leg, balancing. You're like shaking, and it's just like riding a bike. Just like riding a bike. Indian neo-gastonist. Papa Swole, I can swing a 10 kilogram mace very well. I want to buy a club bell. Should I go for a 10 kilogram or something heavier? So 10 kilograms is what, 22 pounds? So you have a 22 pound mace. They make 22 pounds. I usually just see them in just like standard poundage. So I guess they do in other countries. So you can swing a 22 pound mace very well. I want to buy a club bell. So like an Indian, like a steel club or a club bell. So a mace bell, right? So you have like the mace with the bat, and then you have like the steel club. You mean a steel club? A club bell to me is like what a mace bell is. So if you mean like a steel club, like an Indian club, I would recommend doing like a 15 or a 20. Because it's different because you have most of the mass closer to the handle. So if you have a steel club, like I have a steel club up to 45 pounds, and I have mace bells up to, I think it's 30 or 35. But the steel club it's a whole different animal. Depends on if you're doing it one hand or two hand, but because the weight is so much closer, you don't have that same momentum. So you have to control it a lot more. So it's a lot more on your forearms, you'll find, in my opinion. And plus, wherever you start, either you go heavier, like, oh, it's a little bit heavy, let me get a lighter one. You're going to build out that whole set. I mean, it's really great to have a whole set because I have like the 5 pound. We have 1 or 2 pound Indian clubs because I do the whole in or out circles, and it's great for warming up the elbow and the shoulder, and then I go to a heavier one. Just make sure you don't just grab a mace bell. You got to have a whole set and you just grab like a 30 and go out there and swing. Make sure you start light, really warm up the elbows. Otherwise, you can have some like tendonitis issues if you build up too fast. Tracy, Papa Swole, did you grow up with a similar lifestyle to the one you have now? If not, did any family members make these changes with you? No, my mom, my dad eat a lot better now, and they eat grass-fed beef. My mom just eats grass-fed beef and avocado, and she takes like her organ supplements and like some fruit. That's pretty much all she has. And she recently lost like 20 or 30 pounds because that's all she eats, and she's really satisfied, no cravings. So it fucking works. It fucking works. But I play baseball and sports my whole life, and I really got more into understanding more about fitness, like health, like real health, not just like lifting. Because when I first started training, it was just get big in like the late 90s, early 2000s. And then, kind of getting into like 2010 was when I really started like learning a lot more about nutrition and food quality over quantity and the importance of grass-fed beef and all that stuff. Yeah, kettlebell are great. Joe saying kettlebell is great for warm-ups. That's great. Even if you're doing like a lifting workout, like a bodybuilding type workout, doing kettlebells for a few rounds, fantastic. Let's see. Nick, which song, no matter what time of day, pumps you up? What song, no matter what time of day? Maybe Salt and Pepper. Shoop. How about that? Yeah, I wanna shoot, baby. Now, I listen to like metal. I don't really even have a song. I don't listen to a lot of music when I'm training now. Sometimes I do podcasts, like I say. I don't have a song. I love Disturbed and other metal like that. Chris, what's your thoughts on Liver King seeing him pop up a lot on TikTok? Yeah, I don't know why they keep shoving in my face. He owns the Ancestral Supplements company. So the one that, I like those supplements. Heart and Soil is really good too. My thoughts on him? Like, what do you mean? I don't really have much. I don't really have thoughts on him in that sense. Like, what are you referring to? The content's like, it's kind of cringe in some cases. Like, I don't watch it. I can't stand it personally. TikTok seems to want like shove it in my face all the time. I'm like, I never look at these. I don't engage. I don't need to see it. But like, what do you mean? Like, is he natural, that kind of stuff? Or What about him in particular? But I mean, hey, we've been preaching a lot of the stuff that a lot of these channels, there are a lot of like really good health channels coming out now that are talking about sunlight and vitamin D and organ meats and grass-fed beef. Like, I'm all in favor. So I think we agree on many, if not most things from everything that I've heard, looked at him. I love bone marrow too. I love liver. I love heart and organ meat. So I'm a fan of all those things. So if there's anything in particular, you can follow up with that. Trace, do you think social media has been a net benefit or detriment to society? And is it making people crazy or just exposing it? I think it's both. I think it's weaponizing it. I think people have always been a little bit crazy and unstable. You're just hearing from them more. A lot of these people are not productive members of society, because you have to remember all the other things that are going along with it. The devaluation of the dollar, people like, the global elites have just been like bleeding everyone dry for the 20, 30 years since all this stuff has kind of initiated with like cell phones and the internet. So there's been a lot of manipulation, fake money, and just nonsense blowing up, literally inflating the economy in that sense. I do think it's a net benefit because information, the truth is always going to rise to the top for the most part. So more people are educated, which is very important. And, this has always been the game plan, is to take more and more control and strip people of their rights. So more people that are aware of it, the more people can stand up. And plus, when you have things like the trucker convoy, the Freedom Convoy in Canada, that's kind of rippling across the globe. This is the reason why these democratic and really leftist states are actually releasing and like repealing mask mandates, because they're seeing, literally, this is why I said, why do you think it's all happening after the Freedom Convoy? Because they see this and like, oh shit, this is going to come to the United States. So Facebook and all these other platforms have been blocking groups of people trying to organize this stuff in the United States. So before, they're getting out ahead of it. Plus they have the midterms coming up at the end of this year. So they want to, people to have amnesia and forget how authoritarian and draconian all their lockdowns were. So they're gonna be like, oh, we released it, so it's not an issue anymore. Fuck all these people. Vote them the fuck out. Vote them the fuck out. You guys voted Newsom back in, that lunatic. I don't know what you're doing in California, but vote these fucking people out. They don't care about you. They're sociopaths. Vote them the fuck out. So I think it's also making people crazy. The food's shittier than ever. The technology is weaponized to drive you insane. There's more medication than ever. The dollar is worth less. So it's all sorts of shit. Anyway, let's see. Joey Bag of Donuts, Papa Swolio. What do you recommend? Do you recommend the mace bell or the actual steel club? Well, they're two different things. Do I recommend? Or I have both. I have sets of both. So it depends on really what you're trying to accomplish. I think, honestly, probably people will get the most value. It depends on your space, too. If you have an apartment, the steel club would be better than a mace bell because you'll probably hit the ceiling. So it depends on your situation. But I love the mace. I love the mace. I love the steel club. Both are fantastic. They're really both great. Just start light. Lighter is better. Lighter is better. Shonda Crouch. Papa. Hi, Papa. Hope you're having a good day. Why, thank you. I hope you're having a great day as well. What's your favorite lift right now, or favorite day/way to train? My favorite lift. I don't really do favorites, but I tend to gravitate towards focusing on certain things. Like I was saying with the mace bell, my elbow. I think this happened. I forget when it actually happened. I think I was pushing it. I was doing like single arm and I was going up, and I remember kind of having like a ooh, and I just think I did too much one day. I was doing a lot of mace and I was building up and it was fine. I think one day I just went too heavy and just kind of got a little irritation there. So dealing with that a little bit. So I just kind of shift sometimes if I tweak something or I adjust something, but I'm not really focusing as much on that right now. What I'm doing mostly, I'm doing a lot of sled work. I love a lot of sled work, doing a lot of like my standards for every day. I do sled every day. I do Nordic curls frequently. My favorite lift. What else are we doing? Belt squats are fantastic. My favorite lift, favorite day or way to train. It's been a little rainy today, but yeah, I mean, I did chest pressing yesterday. I did chest dips yesterday, doing a lot of sled, doing some more Indian club stuff. Trying to think of something else. There's something else that I've been doing. Yeah. Fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. So whatever I can do outside, but it's been a little bit rainy. Noah, how much pasta do you eat? I don't. Schnopasta. I'm a little bit late on these questions. Let me scroll down. We're going to move into some balls deep. We'll take one or two more questions. Good ones. Remember, on Sundays, we just do pure questions. So if you don't get an answer, you could also join in on the roundtable and ask tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Danny, Papa Swole, any benefit to fasting workouts, or is it more of a preference thing? It's more of a preference. I personally don't want to go into a workout full. That's brutal. So if I don't eat, let's say I might eat in the morning, because sometimes I'll eat first. Like I ate earlier with Mama Swolio. I had some steak and had some steak, had a couple eggs, some avocado, and then had some coffee, doing the show. So like before the workout, I'll have like a couple tablespoons of honey, and then, I'll go smash. So if I have anything, it'll be like a little bit of fruit or something before, but I don't want to be like full. I don't want to have a full belly. Full belly. Chris, my middle son ordered some of the supplements, and one wanted to make sure they should be good. Ancestral supplements are good. Ancestral supplements and Heart and Soil are great supplements. And two, the dude just seems unbelievable. I mean, in what sense? I mean, he's not natural. Anyone that thinks that he's a natural, like, I still laugh when people are like, is he natural? Or like defending his natural status. Well, the guy eats testicles, so he must be. Dude, I eat the same foods this guy fucking eats. I eat the same things for the most part. I don't have pork rinds and stuff, but I eat like grass-fed beef and steak, and I eat liver, and I eat heart, and I eat all this shit. And you don't look like that. You don't look shredded to the bone and have like a distended stomach and like blocky Ninja Turtle abs. Like, it's growth hormone. It's whatever else. And I don't care. You're free to do what you want. It doesn't affect me. But I think people have said that he claims natural or something like that, which is like, come on, man. Come on. You can fucking lie to a 15-year-old, but you can't bullshit someone who's been in the fucking gym for like 20 fucking plus years. So anyway, but yeah, the supplements are good. I recommend the supplements. Easy to get on Amazon. Oh, no, actually, what I wanted to say, I didn't finish that. My brain was scattered. I was looking at some other questions. What I meant to also say, Shonda, what my favorite exercise is. So what I was talking about my elbow, the reason why I was saying that is because I've been doing a lot more kettlebells. And this is something I want to mention. Kettlebells are one of the best things, one of the best tools to train. One, small space is fantastic. Two, inexpensive. You want to build out a home gym? I'm telling you, it can be expensive when you get a rack. It can be expensive if you get a rack, if you get a barbell. We've talked about it. Some people are like, hey, I have some money coming back in from tax season. Like, what should I get? I'm looking to get a squat rack or this or X, Y, and Z. But if you get a squat rack, squat racks are great. You need a bar. Then you need plates. Like, that gets fucking expensive. So it depends on how much you have. I mean, if you have enough money for it, then it's all relative. Expensive is relative. But if you want to get to training as quickly as possible, you can $60, $50, $30, depending on what size kettlebell you want. Under $100, you can get like one or two kettlebells. And that skill is so priceless. So for example, if your elbow, it might bother me a little bit, but it's like the long head, it's the medial portion of my distal tendon for the tricep. So it's like that motion here for going around just a little bit on the inside. So lengthening that, doing a lot of dead hangs. But no problems when I'm doing kettlebells because you don't do a lot of this like tricep push. I could do snatches, I could do cleans, and it's great. And it's decompressing too when I'm doing cleans and swings. It's really great on the elbow and the shoulder. But man, kettlebells are fan-fucking-tastic. So it's a great way to still go heavy. And man, I'm probably gonna do some kettlebells. I like doing that. I don't mind doing them out in the rain. But when you get like you get wet hands with the kettlebell, you gotta drop the weight a little bit. Get a little bit risky. Callum ordered some beef tallow soap. Anything else you'd recommend wash-wise? Not necessarily. If you want to, as a member, honestly, if you have questions about this, Callum, I would recommend when you log into your account, you'll see all the Telegram chats. If you don't have Telegram, download the app. It's great. It's just, there's no ads or anything like that. It's just texts. It's like a group chat. and join the Swolenormous beauty chat because Mama Swolio is a cosmetologist and she's in there and she's talking about all the stuff. You want to talk about skin, you want to talk about shampoos or soaps, she'll let you know like good things to get or other ideas. But that's fantastic right there. And there you go. Yeah, Nick, people who are actually natural will joke about being on the sauce or take it as a compliment. I had a shirt once from bodybuilding.com. It said, "No, I'm not on steroids, but thanks for asking." I always took it as a compliment. Like, this, dude, what are you taking? Like, you must be saucing. That's like an honorable compliment. It's like, damn, I look so big or ripped that someone thinks that I'm taking an anabolic. Like, sweet. Thank you. Appreciate it. But I'm not. I don't think people really question whether I am or not. Plus, I'm also not trying to keep on getting bigger. But you know, if you understand what it takes to build and maintain muscle, I'm also 30. Gonna be 39 this year, so you know, might be on that TRT in the next few years. We'll see. But yeah, feeling good. Fam, great questions, but we got stuff to do. That's deep. Oh, that's deep. Come on now.
Wait till Biggest Dickus hears of this. We got some balls deep content. We got to get into it. You have been marked safe from being a jabroni. Drop that in the comments down below. Let's get some more applause, America. All right.
There's Tiny Tuck, Typical Tuck, Total Tuck, and the Tyrannical Tuck.
Nick, anyone else watching their emails for the P3S2 shipping info? You got to have a little suspense. Don't you worry. A little suspense there. All right, fam, make sure we're going to get into our balls deep portion. Make sure that you're sharing the podcast. I am very, very honored that you are all here all the time and joining in live. And I know the times are random, but that's the beauty of the Daily Swole. You got to be on your fucking toes. But make sure you share the podcast, leave us a review. It helps a lot, and that's the best way for us to get distribution. I forgot to tell you. Guess what, fam? Remember? Guess what? The Daily Swole TikTok channel that was banned, I appealed it, and we're back.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
All right. So I got no explanation as to why it was banned, but they reviewed it and they said, we have good news. We've reinstated your account, but then I don't know what, talk about a hot mess. So they deleted the account, they reinstated it, but my profile picture was deleted and my entire bio was deleted. So now I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. So I went back in, I had to like re-enter like my website and put something in the bio and like find the fucking profile picture and like the logo again. It's like, all right, you reinstated it, but then left it. It's like they rented my house, they took it away and then gave it back, or they took my car. Like they tow your car and then it's a brand new car. They tow the car. Then you go back to get it from the tow truck and there's just scratches and the fucking every tire is flat. It's like, bro, you're not going to put it back the way you found it? Fuckers. So we're back. But still follow. If you're following the Daily Swole 2, keep following that because it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. I'm not really, I'm not holding my breath on that one, but, you know. All right, we got good news, fam. Let's get into that shit post. Are you ready, beaches? Let's go balls deep. All right, very important news. Scientists, quote unquote, they say lifting weights for just 3 seconds a day. Yeah, you heard me right. 3 seconds a day may help strengthen your muscles, scientists say.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
What? Lifting weights for just 3 seconds a day may help strengthen your muscles. May? Why would you lift for 3 seconds? That doesn't make any sense. 1, 2, 3. Ho, 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 ho. Let me do it again tomorrow. Oh, a 5-second workout? This reminds me of something about Mary where he's like, 6-second abs. He's like, no, 6-second abs? It's fucking stupid.
I don't think this is how it works. I don't think that's how it works, lifting weights for just 3 seconds. This is stupid shit, but let's read it because it's so stupid. Australian researchers, what are you guys doing down there? Australian researchers studied 39 people who did 20 bicep curls over a month. Fucking betas. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So they did 1 curl a day? 20 curls over a month. 20 curls in a month. I'll do 20 curls in a set, you fucking pussies. Oh my God.
Boom shakalaka! Chicks will dig you. Or
Whatever.
dudes, or whatever gender thing you're into.
Whatever. Experts in Australia. Wow. Using your time wisely. Can we figure out cancer, please? Instead of like looking at, well, if you lift a weight 3 seconds a day, it can help. Yeah, great. Experts in Australia monitored people who did a different type of bicep curl 5 days a week for a month. They were asked to do just 1 curl each time. 1 curl. The volunteers who performed one specific type of curl saw a 10% increase in muscle strength after 4 weeks. Wow. Fantastic. Maybe do a couple, string those together. Let's call it a set. How about that? Professor Ken Nosaka, lead study author, said the results showed people didn't need to spend vast amounts of time exercising to improve their muscle strength. Are you comparing a 3-second repetition to vast amounts of time? Like, what do you consider a vast amount of time, Ken Nosaka? I guarantee this guy has no fucking gain. Someone Google Ken Nosaka. There's no way, professor. There's no way this guy has any gains whatsoever. I doubt. The team is yet to find out whether the finding applies to other muscle groups, like my dick. But if it does, it means people could do a whole body exercise in less than 30 seconds, he said. Okay. Talk about getting no fucking results. Excellent. The findings are exciting for promoting physical. No, they're not. They're not exciting at all. How about you actually exercise for real and build muscle objectively? Like, we know it's going to work. The study recruited 52 health students in Japan. They were divided into 4 groups with a quarter lifting no weights. The other volunteers did different types of bicep curls. One group held the weight parallel to the ground with their elbow at a 90-degree angle, the first part of a bicep curl for 3 seconds. This is called an isometric contraction where the muscle is stationary while holding a weight. The second group lifted the weight from this stationary position to their chest, a concentric contraction, when the muscle is shortening during the movement. The third group lowered the weight from the 90-degree angle, which is an eccentric contraction. Let's see, there's only a small increase among those who did the other isometric and concentric weight lift. Let's see. Let me scroll through. Let's see. The concentric, what is it here? Their concentric strength increased by 12.8%. Their isometric increased by 10.2%, and their eccentric by 12%. Let's finish up with this. The study results suggest that a very small amount of exercise stimulus, even 60 seconds in 4 weeks, can increase muscle strength. Many people think you have to spend a lot of time exercising, but that's not the case. It is the fucking case. Jesus Christ, it is the case. It is the case. You can train for 60 seconds a day. You know what? Forget the fucking experiment. How about we do this? You go train for a minute a day. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. We'll see who looks, feels, performs, lives better. We'll just see. How about that? How about that?
I am the danger.
Matt Damon.
3 seconds. Oh, let me shave them. God, fucking retard. Fucking retard.
Go fuck yourself.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Everyone except Ken, Dr. Ken Nosaka. Everybody knows you never go full retard. Hey, for fuck's sake, man. It's like, for real? All right, we got 2 from some dum-dums. This one is from Dr. Rachel Milner. We'll take one more post here. My kids have a new gym teacher at school, and one was telling me what he likes about him. One of the things my kid said was, quote, I also like that the school wasn't fat phobic because he's fat, And they still hired him to be our teacher. Representation matters. Kids are paying attention. I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Lieutenant Dane.
I don't want to be here. All right, so Dr. Rachel Milner.
What's your name, fat body?
I said Dr. Rachel Milner has kids, so she reproduced, unfortunately. I mean, it's too late. It's too late. It happened. So, you know, it is what it is. We're going to have to deal with these offspring. So her kids are already brainwashed into thinking that fat phobia is a thing. So apparently the school hired an obese gym teacher, which is a terrible idea, considering gym is usually a fucking waste anyway, because you can't have winners and losers. It's just about participation trophies. And the kids are saying, oh, I also like that the school wasn't fat phobic. You're brainwashing your kids, Dr. Rachel. You're setting them up for fucking failure, being huge pussies in their life, playing the victim. I'm glad the school wasn't fat phobic. Oh, you created little activists. So excellent. Thank you for your contribution to society. Oh my God. Get them on that CNN internship. She writes, I am especially happy that the new teacher is a gym teacher. It's so important that kids see fat bodies involved in sports to challenge this ridiculous notion that you have to be thin to play sports. If you want to be good at them. If you want to be a sumo wrestler, you could be fat. Being fat does not help you in any sport, except being a sumo wrestler. When does it help you to be fat? Being an offensive lineman, if you just happen to be like 6'7". But that's it. And sumo wrestlers. Who else? Where else is it beneficial to be morbidly obese? Where? What sport? Maybe I'm missing one. A goalie, because then you don't have to fucking move. Like a hockey goalie. Is there a weight limit? Why don't they do that? Holy shit, why don't they do that in the NHL? Why don't you get a sumo wrestler and just stick them in the fucking goal? They'll never score. Just don't move. Don't get deked. Just fucking just lay there. Yeah? I guess powerlifters. What else? Like 2 things? Why don't they do that in the NHL? Why don't you just have a morbidly obese goalie and just plop them there? Is there any rule against like how big you can be? Goalies have to be quick. Not if you're fat enough. You just got to be big enough that you take up the whole goal. You don't have to be quick as anything. Just fucking sit there. Nah. Just saying. It's a joke, but kind of. Oh, I'm so glad they hired a fat gym teacher. Okay, great. Dr. Rachel, just don't give your kids a chance. Don't even give them a chance. Why? Why even give them a chance in life? It's fucking pathetic. Okay, we got videos. Let's take 1 or 2. We got 1, 2, or 3. They break the ice. Oh, Jeremy, they break the ice. Get it? Get it? Oh, yeah.
That's a huge bitch.
All right, pick it. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 1, number 2, or number 3. Number schwam, number stu, and number 3. Oh, we got 2s across the board. I'm going to take it. Team 2, let's go with, team 2. Let's go with Trace. Trace leading team 2. I think you led a team yesterday or the day before, but it's all good. It's all good. Everyone blame Trace for this terrible video. This is called privilege. You hear that? You hear that, Trace? It's called privilege. It's called fucking privilege. It's called privilege. Yeah. It's called privilege. Trace. And I always say this at the beginning. If you don't know, we raffle these off, so we have someone to blame because these are really, really abrasive and painful to watch. So we need to blame someone. So we blame one of our members. Okay, this is called privilege. God damn it.
People of color are larger, BIPOC people, Samoans, and white folks wanting to seem like the pinnacle of health.
Okay, what's going on here? What's going on here?
As you can see, my nipples have been removed from my body. Where they are, I don't know.
What the fuck is going on here? If you're just listening, someone's being interviewed on the side of the street. She has, I don't know, some kind of like fluorescent hair. You're wearing a mask outside, by the way, which is the stupidest thing on earth. But I'm glad I can't see your face, so I'm not really complaining. Let's play it again. Yeah.
People of color are larger, BIPOC people, Samoans, and white folks wanting to seem like the pinnacle of health decided that they were the best.
Her gut, she's wearing like a crop top and her gut is hanging out. I'm not kidding.
He was the best.
Hey, call me.
That everybody who was blonde with lip fillers and fake mink lashes and their fake names stealing everything from agriculture and can't even dress right.
Tell me you've never gotten fucked without telling me you've never gotten fucked by anything aside from like a soy burger, right?
Oh, it's all my privilege, right?
Oh, yeah. Your lipstick filler's still lumpy, by the way.
Thank you.
How much you paid for it? You didn't pay enough.
I definitely want to take beauty advice from you. Looks like you're really healthy, too.
Fucking oh!
Look at that.
Ooh. That's
oh, yeah. She's all about health. This is the epitome of health right here.
Yeah, bleach blonde.
You didn't even see what she did to me.
I said that shit fell out of her mouth.
She came over and said, you know what? If you're so worried about health, then maybe you should go on a diet, honestly.
I don't care about going on a diet. See, fat phobia is rooted in racism, so you are a racist.
See, we listen to this stuff all the time, so it's not shocking what she's saying. It doesn't make any sense. It's just a word salad. The reason why, here's another thing that I believe. Like, these insane liberals, like, this is a mental disorder right here. This is like someone who's literally fucking psychotic. What masks do, why do you think people like Halloween so much? Because they can cover their face, it covers your identity, which is another reason why your phone, for example, does a face scan and it can't recognize. It won't unlock your phone when you have the mask on, right? Not yet, at least. Because it covers essential facial figures for your unique face. When you cover your face, you are going to like act out in a way because you're protected, right? It's why people act out when they're drunk, inhibitions, when you're essentially, anonymous because you're covering your face. You're going to say and do things that are, well, you saw it for yourself. This is pretty disgusting. And why are these kinds of insults, right? That it's rooted, white privilege, what is it? White privilege or fat phobia is rooted in racism. The words racism and all this shit used to actually mean something. It used to actually mean something. It used to actually be like an insult. It used to be a serious thing. Now it's just a word used to be like, nah, like it's something that you would use on an elementary playground. Like, nuh-uh, you're a duty head. No, you're a poo-poo brain. Nuh-uh, can't touch me, no backsies. It's like, tag, you're it kind of shit. It's like, nuh-uh, you. And there's no answer to it. That's the reason why these lunatics say this shit, because you can't respond. Because if you respond, for example, let's say Sloth from the Goonies was like, or Joe Biden. That was a good impression too. Come on, let's say they were like saying, like, how are you going to answer that? You're going to really seriously debate that person. You're going to actually come back with an actual response. You don't understand what they're saying. They're not saying anything but just a couple keywords. They're literally like a fucking Google tag list when you're uploading a video. It's Google AdWords or something. They're just giving you some tags, giving you a couple hashtags when they talk. They're just saying words and then throwing in fat phobia, racism, whatever it is. That's all it is. Just a couple keywords and then the emotion behind it. You can't argue it. You can't argue it, but yeah, it's fucking bad. It's fucking bad. It's fucking bad.
You went full retard, man.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the fucking truth? All right. Thank you, Trace, for that absolute shit sandwich. Appreciate it.
What you just said.
We got two more.
Is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Pick a number between
At
1
no point
and 2.
In your rambling, incoherent response, were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought?
Number 2.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
None.
All right, pick a number, 1 or number 2. None or number 2 or 1 or 2. All right, Sydney. It's Sydney's birthday. Sydney Rose. Hey-o, Sydney Rose. Number 1. Well, you're not making any friends today, Sydney, unfortunately. Sydney's leading team 1. I got bad news for all y'all.
What's in the box?
Papa's got bad news. It's the Fat Doctor.
A lot of people like to compare smoking with being...
All right, I know. The face is just... Hold on. You know the deal. I got to remove the bottom bar. This is the only videos. These are the only videos where I remove the bottom bar because it's always blocking her chins. And we got to get the full picture. Like, we need this like vertical widescreen. All right, so someone's asking, genuine question, can't the same be said about smoking? Yet we accept smoking is bad for health. Why is weight different? It's not. The lifestyle habits that lead to morbid obesity is terrible for you as well.
A lot of people like to compare smoking with being fat because supposedly both are bad for your health. And there's 2 things I want to say here.
Supposedly they're bad for your health. They are, you cunt. They are both bad for your health. God, you look disgusting. You're such an evil fucking person. I'm so past this. You're just a bad person. They are both bad. What are you going to say about it? What are you going to say? I'll give you 50 seconds. I'll give you 50 seconds to make a coherent argument.
I want to say here, first of all, smoking is a behavior.
I'm going to stop you right there. Smoking is a behavior. So is obesity. I'm sorry. Obesity is the result of behaviors. Cause and effect. Yes, we know obesity isn't a behavior. It's the result of many behaviors. What's your point?
Weight is not. You can change your behavior. You can't change your weight.
I can't. I can't do this fucking shit. I fucking can't do this fucking shit. I can't change your weight. Can't change your weight. Literally help people change their fucking weight every fucking day, just for like 2,105 fucking episodes. I literally do this all the fucking time. Every day we help people change their weight and change their lives and build muscle. Every fucking day for 6 years. For 6 fucking years, been doing this every fucking day. You can't people just because you're a fucking failure, just because you're a fat fuck and you don't want to change. I don't want to lose my following. I'm a fat doctor. Disgusting fucking person.
"95% of people who intentionally try to lose weight regain the weight. Weight is not something that we have control of over the long term, unlike smoking, which we do. The other major difference is that smoking has never been found to be beneficial for the following conditions: aortic atherosclerosis, high blood pressure, heart failure, cardiovascular disease, and following a heart attack or a stroke. Neither has been found to be beneficial for end-stage renal disease, diabetes, COPD, cancer. And yet there are multiple meta-analyses that show better health outcomes in fat people with these conditions."
These are all lies. This is fucking lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. You know what's interesting? Yeah, her hair's always greasy. She has huge bags under her eyes. Her face is always red. She's got how many fucking chins? Her eyes look lifeless. Her eyes look like a goddamn fucking shark.
You know the thing about a shark? He's got lifeless eyes. Black eyes, like a doll's eyes.
So, you know what's interesting about all this? You can say publicly, right? You can say publicly that 95% or 97% of diets fail, but you can't say that like 97 or 98% of people survive and have no issues with COVID. Like, we can't talk about we can talk about 1% is fine. We can talk about that everywhere. We can't talk about how, any other illness or disease with actual fucking facts and science. We have to make shit up. So we're making shit up about this.
95% of people don't succeed. Most people are fat and fucking lazy and don't do anything properly. Most people are in the middle. Most people are average on every fucking level. They're average physically, they're average mentally, they're average financially. They're average. It's called average. Okay? Most people. It's called a fucking distribution. You ever do statistics? Fucking the vast majority of all data is in like 1 or 2 standard deviations. So most people are not successful. That's why we call people outliers. Like, you do the average shit, you're going to be fucking average. You do average shit, you're going to get average or below average results. Most people don't eat properly. Most people don't train properly. Most people don't do any of the 7 pillars except for pillar 7, and they do consistently absolutely jack shit. So most people don't do things properly. I'm not surprised. It doesn't matter. It's not complicated. It's really not that hard either. People just make a big fucking deal about it. Even moving. I can't move to another place. Of course you can. You just fucking pack your shit up and you fucking move. It's not that hard. None of this stuff is that hard. We just create these like mental roadblocks. Like, it's so, any kind of change is just this shockingly stressful situation, but it's really just make believe. All right. I'm so tired of that person's face. We should wash that out. Oh, God damn it. Oh my God. We got a hatch. Always when I'm live. Damn. All right. We had our Luna moth and we had 2 monarchs hatch today. Butterflies. Fucking stoked. All right. Let's not get off topic. God damn it. Missed it. All right. Let's see here. Maybe I'll take a picture for the Telegram chat afterwards. All right. So we should wrap this up. Let's do one more because that was just awful. I hate to end it on a. I moved the video to the old folder, and you know when you move like a you move a file to a folder in the same. There's a file with the same name, and it's like you already have a file with Fat Doc in the title. Would you like to replace it? It's like just Fat Doc just stacked up. All right, this last one is called. How could this go wrong? How could this possibly go wrong? It's called transphobia. So if this is the last live stream we ever do, it's the last live stream.
What's in the box?
Okay.
So if the only reason you don't want to date someone boils down to the fact that they're trans, that's transphobia right there.
Okay, here we go. No, it's not. No, I don't date men. I don't want my chick to have a bigger dick than me. It's not transphobia. It's I like vagina. I don't want penis. I don't care if it's a man penis or a man pretending to be a woman penis. I don't want a penis. It's called preference. I don't care about if you're trans. You're fine with me. I'll be friends with you. I'm cool. I'm not like, oh my God, I'm not trans. That's transphobic. But not wanting to fuck anyone, that's not fear. That's just not into that kink. Son.
So if the only reason you don't want to date someone boils down to the fact that they're trans, that's transphobia, right?
All right, hold it. I gotta pause again because I'm about to fucking explode. If the only reason, just the only reason is that they have a fucking dick. If the only reason is that they have a cock between their legs, just the only reason. If the only reason that you don't want to date trans people is because they have a fucking cock. The only reason, just a side note, like an asterisk. Is that what you're going to put on like your Tinder? Asterisk, have a dick. That's it. No big deal. Maybe if you tyrannically tuck it, I won't even notice. Depends on how tyrannical you get with it. Okay, let's continue. Oh, God. I love how it's just like minimized. Like, well, if that's the only reason. Do we need more than one? Seriously, do we need more? The only reason. You're transphobic. The only reason is because of transphobic.
Let's play it again from the beginning because I have to hear that stupid shit again. And remember, we're equal opportunity here. I'm all about equality here on the Daily Swole. I will make fun of anyone if you're fucking stupid. I don't care what you got between your legs. I don't care. Black, white, brown, yellow, green, pink. I don't care who you are and where you are. If you're a dumbass, I'll talk about it. Equal opportunity for fucking double-digit IQs.
So if the only reason you don't want to date someone boils down to the fact that they're trans, that's transphobia right there. Let's go over a couple of situations. So if you don't want to date a trans woman because you want kids...
I paused it again because I'm like, how could this... Where is this going to... like? Where else can you go with this sentence? If you don't want to because you want kids, yeah, you don't have a womb. Where are you going to keep the fetus, Loretta? You're going to put it in a box? It's fucking Life of Brian. This is literally reality.
The little rascal has spirit?
Situations. So if you don't want to date a trans woman because you want kids, well, you better be keeping that same attitude with cis women who are infertile, or that's transphobia.
A woman that's infertile still has a pussy. Still has a vagina. I'll wait. Yeah, that's what I thought.
If you don't want to date a trans woman because you're not attracted to trans women...
That's pretty much how it works. You summed it up. I'm proud of you. There you go. Good for you.
Happy.
Ayo. All right. Let's do this one again. Let's rewind it. If
don't want to date a trans woman because you're not attracted to trans women, I would absolutely love to know how you're able to identify correctly who is a trans woman on site 100% of the time, because that is just impressive. I wish...
Adam's apple. Oh. Yeah, if they got this fucking ball in their neck, and if they look like a man, it's pretty easy to tell for the most part. Sometimes it's not. And if you are hiding it, then you are pretty much swindling. You're scamming people. If you are trans and you're not upfront with that, you're scamming people. That's fucked up. So I do understand when people like get scammed and they freak out, and I'm not saying people should beat up anyone, but there's those stories where like you don't get told that, and then all of a sudden the person freaks out and like gets angry and upset. Yeah, because they were fucking literally duped. Like, that's not funny. That's not cool. Jesus Christ.
Had that ability, I'd love to be able to have even more trans solidarity. And then also just being super straight is the all lives matter of sexualities. It's not a real sexuality. It literally is just something that's made up to make fun of trans people and to hate on trans people. So
hold on. Okay, well, hold on. Let's continue.
Yes, super straights. I don't respect you and I don't respect that sexuality. Bye.
You're a dude and super straight. I know that was kind of like a troll. All lives do matter. Super straight. It's just called heterosexuality, like how we are here today. The only reason you are on this earth, whoever you are or whatever you are, it's because of heterosexuality. It's because of reproduction. It's because a man and a woman got together. You got that baby batter in there, and then a baby grew in your mother's womb. You came out of a woman. You came out of a vagina. Okay. Where was this? What was it? Stupid shit. It's not a real sexuality. Wait. You want to have more solidarity. Of course you do. You want to have more friends and have more belonging because you're desperate for love and attention, because you probably had a rough childhood because your parents and all whatever, who knows, whatever. Everyone's got problems. So this person said super straight, in other words, heterosexual, like male, female, like every species on the fucking planet, is not a real sexuality, whatever that means. It's literally
is just something that's made up. It's made up to make fun of trans people and hate on trans people. The term super straight is made because of this woke lunacy. Heterosexual exists. There's no such thing as super straight. There's just heterosexual. So yeah, it's a reverse troll. Leftists don't have senses of humor. You see how there's no humor here? There's no humor. There's no humor here. You can't, there's no liberal humor. There's no such thing. Because if they embrace humor, it would just break this fucking charade into smithereens, which it already is. It's already shattered because it's stupid as fuck. There's no logic, so you can make fucking fun of it. That's why they get angry at everything. It's because they have to defend themselves against reality. They're protecting reality from cracking their facade, but we already see it. It's transparent. It's obvious. It's stupid on its face. I love how this dude says it's made up. Being straight, essentially super straight, is made up. I'm sorry. Who here is pretending to be a woman? I'm fine with it if you want to do that, but if you are coming after me and other people that are just living their lives, you know, regular relationships, like you could have a relationship. There are people out there that want trans women or trans men. That's fine. Look, everyone's got their thing. Go do it. You just don't have to post about it and make it so everyone else has to accept your lifestyle. That's a ridiculous thing. No one has to accept this shit. No one has to. It's no one's responsibility to accept it. You don't have to accept me just being a man, but that doesn't make me a bad person. So stop acting like you're more righteous than me, because you're not. You need some help in many cases, in many ways. You need to stop posting online. You need to stop saying stupid shit that you don't understand and go live your life. If you're so happy, then do it. You don't need to be an activist to have friends. You don't need to be an activist to have for love and attention. You need to actually have real relationships, and you can start doing that by not being a psycho, for lack of a better, super gay, super lesbian, super bi. How about men and women? Just look. Men want women and women want men. If you want to go a different route, then do so. But most of these people just do it for attention. That's why we have a gender crisis in high schools and with children that are being manipulated into thinking that they can just choose, and they're destroying their bodies, destroying their lives, and they're going to suffer a lot of depression and a lot of regret when they're older because they're making these decisions way too young. You know, blocking puberty and things like that. It's really, really sad. And parents and psychologists and all these other woke lunatics that, you know, have been perpetuated from these universities, and this ideology, this cult is just, it's destroying kids. So look, if you want to do it, but stop acting like people that are just live like myself. You're trying to make it so I'm going to feel bad about this. For what? I'm not transphobic. I'm not. I don't even have to say that. You're just an idiot for claiming that I am. I'm not playing your game. I'm not, and I definitely don't have to prove to you that I'm not. Because how do you prove that? Again, another reason for the weaponization. You can't prove it. You're racist. No, I'm not. How do you prove that? How do you prove that you're not? You really can't. You really can't. That's why they call you those things, because you can't actually argue it. How do you argue it? You have to ignore it. And you have to just like be like, go play with, I don't know, go play with your other, like go eat some sand or something in the corner of the playground or something like that. These are the kids that ate sand, eating paint chips, right? They're like in the corner of the playground, just eating fucking leaves and shit. All right. Oh, Jesus. Wait, hold on a second. Peaceful Bandit. My 10-year-old was asked if she was gay or straight. Good grief. Jesus Christ. 10 years old. Who the fuck asked that? That's almost, isn't that like almost, look, I'm not here sitting here like, oh, we should have safe spaces. But if you're asking a 10-year-old if she was gay or straight, is that not like, it's like sexual, who asked that? Like a child? That's like harassment, in my opinion. Like, who's asking a 10-year-old that? If that's an adult, that's harassment. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. Kids are going to say shit, but that is really... Lola, my little brother was sent home with a letter from school asking permission to take him out of class for a few minutes to ask them. I'm sorry, what? My little brother was sent home with a letter from school asking permission to take him out of class for a few minutes to ask them about their sexuality. I was mind blown. Sue the school. Sue the school. Like, people have to start suing the schools. They have to start bringing legal action against these schools. That's sick. For what? This is fucking gross. I would file a lawsuit against the school. But, you know, people don't want to do that. They don't want to spend the money. That's disgusting. That's why you got to homeschool. The schools are poisoned. The schools are fucked. It's too late for these schools. Literally, you have to let it pull the kids out and let it crumble to the ground. It already is. It's already crumbled. All the way up to the university system. It's a fucking charade. It's already all destroyed. I mean, in my opinion, there's really no purpose to going to school at this time, especially like college. I mean, very specific reasons why you should go to school. You know, maybe basic education, but yeah, it's fucked up. That's super fucked up. All right, fam, we're there. God damn. Swole card time. SwoleFam Roundtable this Thursday, February 10th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So tomorrow at 6 p.m., we have our SwoleFam Roundtable tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. 6 p.m. Eastern Time. 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Thursday, February 10th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Live call with myself and the SwoleFam. Join today over at SwoleNormousX.com. If you're not yet a member, all memberships get access. SwoleNormousX.com. Right now, join the fam, and you could be there for the live call. Don't miss it. Don't be a fucking beesh. Don't you dare.
Crucifixion. Good. Out of the door, line on the left, one cross each.
Oh, you have been marked safe from being a jabroni. Who we got? Who we got? Fam. Guess what we got here? I think you already know. We got a lot of great people. We got a lot of great intros. We got a lot of people that are ready to fucking crush it. Fam, who's been marked safe from being a jabroni? Who's been marked safe?
What's in the box?
Fucking Chris, absolutely crushing it. You already fucking know.
Congratulations!
We can. There's so many amazing posts today. It's always hard. It's always hard to raffle it off or award it to a SwoleFam, but this is just fucking absolutely legit. Chris, congratulations. Losing 50 fucking pounds. 50 pounds. I'm talking to you, Chris. I don't know if you're still watching, you motherfucker. I'm talking to you, Beesh. 50 fucking pounds, you swole slut. You've been marked safe from being a jabroni and a tainty magooch, but you're officially a swole slut. You're literally just a filthy swole gutter slut. And we like it. We're all here for it. Chris, congratulations. This post was fucking ridiculous. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, SwoleCard 21005 in the subject, your mailing address. In the body of the email, let's fucking go. Good for you, Chris. Everyone, Knowledge Cock is coming in just a moment. We're going to wrap this beach up. Make sure that you are subscribing, share the podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, Pocket Cast, Stitcher, wherever you like to listen to your Mancast. Go listen, subscribe, share the podcast. Remember, I don't know if I say it all the time. I'm going to keep on saying it. Spotify has their new review feature right by the top. If you go to the thumbnail for the show, you can see the stars. You can't write a review as of yet, but you can leave 5 stars. It's much appreciated. Please do so. It helps a lot. Also on Apple Podcasts, leave us a 5-star review and write a review as well. So wherever you listen, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or the podcast of your choice, make sure you leave us a review and share the podcast. And of course, thedailyswole.com for all the links. Let's nut this beesh. It's time. Falcon. Yep, there you go. Come on now. Thank you, Lola. Hello, LA Lola. Love the podcast. Loving the podcast. You hear that, Falcon? Lola loves it. I know. I saw it. I'm sharing with you. I don't know if you're paying attention. You don't have to be like that. It's not my fault. I'm just trying to be nice to you.
Dodgson, we've got Dodgson here!
Bullshit.
That was nice.
All of it.
I gave it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
The attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
We choose truth over facts.
We know.
Look at her. She looks like she's 18 years old, sitting there like a little lady in a race car.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by Gold. You know the thing. You're insane, Gold member.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown and it ruins you?
That answer's so hot right now.
There's Tiny Tuck, Typical Tuck, Total Tuck, and the Tyrannical Tuck.
All right, here's what we're going to do. Today's workout is a Tyrannical Tuck. How about a Merciless Tuck? Tyrannical. We'll call it the Trudeau Tuck. The Trudeau Tuck. How about that? Where are my Canadians at? The Trudeau Tuck. Trudeau Tuck. Trudeau
I better use
tuck.
my strong.
Ever served in a forward area?
Is this a list of things I did to your mom last night?
I'm your huckleberry. It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
Quick release. Hands up. Who's playing the piano? Who's playing the piano? Who's doing it? Who's doing it? Who's doing it? This guy. This guy. Come here, let me tell you a story. I'll tell you how I did it. With my dick. With my fucking dick. Yeah. All right, fam. Congratulations to Chris for an awesome Swole card. The piano cock strikes again. Thick, meaty, girthy, but 100% tactical to a T. Practice, fam. Practice. Perfect practice makes perfect. Practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. And that's how you get a real tactical piano cock. That's how you get it. All right, fam. Thank you so much for being here. That's it. That's all we got today. Subscribe over there, thedailyswole.com. Check out all the podcasts, share all that good shit. SwoleNormousX.com. Tomorrow we'll be back here. And also in the evening, we got our SwoleFam Roundtable. So make sure you're there for that. We'll be smashing some knowledge cock earlier in the day, and then we'll go live for the Roundtable at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Be there or be square. Again, SwoleNormousX.com. We'll see you then. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I gift rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's the bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element.